Imagine waking up one morning, picking up your phone, and suddenly, words no longer make sense. The letters are there. Your eyes can see them clearly. But your brain can't understand them. Street signs turn into symbols. Books become meaningless shapes. Even your own name looks foreign. Now imagine this didn't happen to one person. It happened to an entire town, and it happened overnight. This is the true medical mystery of the town, where everyone forgot how to read. It began on an ordinary morning. No storms, no explosions, no warnings. In a quiet town, people woke up and followed their routines until the first crack appeared. A school teacher stood in front of her class, staring at the blackboard she had written on herself the night before. The words were familiar, but unreadable. Children began crying. Adults felt panic rising in their throats. At the grocery store, customers couldn't read price tags. At the bank, forms were abandoned, half-filled. At the hospital, nurses couldn't read medical charts. By noon, one horrifying realization spread. This wasn't stress. This wasn't fatigue. Something was wrong with their brains. Emergency lines exploded with calls. I can see letters, but I don't know what they mean. My husband can't read our daughter's name. I think I'm having a stroke. So is everyone else. Doctors rushed patients into exam rooms, but scans were normal. Blood tests were clean. No signs of poisoning, no carbon monoxide, no gas leaks. The scariest part, people could still speak, still recognize faces, still remember their lives. They just couldn't read, as if the brain's language switch had been turned off. Neurologists were flown in. They used a word most people had never heard before, alexia, a rare neurological condition where the brain loses the ability to process written language. But alexia usually happens to one person. After a stroke, a tumor, a traumatic injury, this was different. This was mass alexia, something medical science barely believed was possible. Doctors began asking terrifying questions. Was it contagious? Was it airborne? Was it environmental? Or worse, was it psychological? The town was quietly isolated. No one was told why. Then came the theory no one wanted to say out loud: mass psychogenic illness. A condition where psychological stress spread symptoms through a population like a virus. The town had suffered silently for years. Economic collapse, job losses, social isolation, constant anxiety. The human brain, under extreme stress, can shut down functions to survive. But this raised a chilling possibility. What if the brain decided reading was no longer safe? What if understanding words, news, bills, warnings had become too overwhelming? So the mind unplugged. Days passed. Some residents began recognizing letters again. Others needed weeks. A few never fully recovered. Therapists worked alongside neurologists. Children relearned reading like it was a foreign language. Adults described the experience as being locked inside your own head. One patient said, "I knew the words were important, but my brain refused to open the door." The town slowly returned to normal, but something had changed forever. Doctors later concluded something terrifying. The brain is not as stable as we believe. Reading, something we think is permanent, is actually a fragile skill built on complex neural connections. Under enough pressure, the brain can let it go. Not because it's broken, but because it's trying to survive. Tonight, when you read these words, remember this story, because somewhere inside your mind is a fragile system holding meaning together. And if it fails, letters become symbols, Words become noise, and knowledge disappears overnight. This wasn't fiction, this wasn't a movie, this really happened, and it could happen again. If this story disturbed you, subscribe, because the human brain still hides secrets doctors are afraid to fully explain.